Kev here at Kev RC. Just on the way to the shop, we're going to do a little video of some upgrades, what we've got to put on. I'm going to stick them onto the old X-Maxx and give it a little demo tomorrow if the weather's good. Don't know if you watched last night's video, but we had the RPM arms to put on, the RPM rear hubs, we've got the shock shafts, so we're going to put a few of them bits and bobs on and then give them a little blast tomorrow and see what that's all about. Right guys, so we're at the shop and I'm going to show you some of these bits that we're going to fit onto this X-Maxx over here. Right, so we got the old X-Maxx, the B2 X-Maxx on the bench here, ready to do a bit of work on it. The parts that we're going to fit today are the RPM, what are they called? Rear axle carriers. I call them rear hub carriers, but they're the RPM rear axle carriers, part number 81732. Here we've got a set of 4 wishbones, lower A-arms and upper A-arms as well. You need 4 packs of these if you're going to do this mod on your one, if you want to do front and back. Part number 82352. And you get, as I said, you get a lower A-arm and an upper A-arm. It's the same packs needed for each corner, so you need to get 4 of these. Right, we're all set up now. I'm going to try and do a little multi-camera shoot here. I'm not sure how well it's going to come out, so let me know in the comments how you like the multi-camera thing. I've got my camera up here on the tripod, and then I've got another, well, it's my phone here, my smartphone, so I'm going to do the work what I'm doing, and then I can get a few more close-up shots with this without having to keep moving the main camera all the time. So, because this thing over here, I'll turn that round so you can see it on this one, it's quite a big contraption. When I'm trying to do some movies, and I've got to do something here, and I've got to hold the camera here, and then I've got this big contraption here in the way. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. So hopefully this thing's going to make it a little bit easier. Right, so the tools that you're going to need for this job, not many. A 2.5 and a 2mm Allen driver, or hex driver. Wheel wrench. I think that's it. I've got these power tool tips and these DeWalt driver, impact driver things to make the job a little bit quicker. Again, if you use these, be careful, because if you do stuff up, it's so easy to strip your threads and your plastic out with that. Let's get that off of there, because I want to compare which parts are stronger and which parts aren't. Well, I'm going to fit, for now, just the RPM A-arms. I'm going to fit them onto the front only. On the back, I'm just going to fit these. The reason being is because I've broken quite a lot of these in the past on the back. So if I put these on the back now, and these don't break, and it now breaks the arm instead, then we know that these are a lot stronger. And then I can go ahead and change the arms as well. So, alright, well, let's start off with the rear axle carriers, hub carrier things. So, pop the wheel off first thing. And then you've got to take out, I think we'll probably just get away with just taking out that screw and this screw. And then if you come round the other side, pop them 2 pins on. I'll tell you, these trucks are so easy to work on. I've never had an RC that is so easy to work on as this thing. Everything just comes apart just so easily, it's unreal. Right, so we need to keep this, it's quite oily this thing. You want to pop this bearing out. That one we've got to keep. Oh, there goes the drive shaft. Ugh. Right, these bearings are a lot bigger than the standard X-Maxx ones. These are the inner ones. If you compare that, the other one. These are the new bearings that are going to go into it. These are the old bearings. Massive difference there. When these, I've had a few of these fail before. My mate has as well. So that should pop into here. Now something I've just noticed, left. There's an arrow on there for left. So I'm guessing this one must say right. Yep. And they do look exactly the same. So, but there must be some difference there somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll put the right one onto the right side. So this one here is the left side. We'll pop this bearing back into there. This side is the standard bearing. That side you put in your bigger bearing. Right, so that slides back in there nicely. Pop your pins back in, top and bottom. Right, I don't know if you noticed, but if you look on here, there's no hex attached, and it wasn't to start with. That's because it's stuck inside the wheel. But there's a little clip, little C-clip thing that goes around there normally that holds this hex hub adapter thing on. But I never bother putting it on really, because this is more to take on and put, you know, take on and take off and mess about with when you're repairing stuff. It seems a lot easier just to not bother. I leave it attached to the wheel. Like that, so just makes it a little bit easier when you work on stuff. It's an extra thing you've got to not do every time. Right, so that's that side done. Other side should be exactly the same, so I'll go through that one a bit quicker. Pop your shaft in. Always use the right tools for the job, guys. Right, that's the back done. Right, front. Are we going to get away without taking the wheels off? Probably not. Well, you probably can get away with not taking them off. But pull that camera down a bit so you can see a bit better. It's easier with the wheels off, so we'll just take them off. I'll do one side at a time. Looks of it, that skid plate will probably have to come off, so we'll take that off. And then to get the whole thing out of the way, we might as well just take these two screws out the top here, and that'll just take the whole front bumper assembly off. Right, that's that off. That's a lot easier to get all that lot now. We've got to rip that screw out of there. This screw out of here. This screw as well for the shock. then we've got to go ahead and pop all our pins out. That one. No, not that one. This one. And can we get in at that one? Yep, and that one. So now this whole arm should just drop off like that. Right, new arm. So, yep, this way around. That fits in there perfect. Get that pin back in. I've never fitted these before, guys. This is my first time as well, so bear with me. We're in. We're in on that one. We can pop our screw back in here. Well, supposedly all these RPM bits come with lifetime warranty. But what it doesn't cover is if you strip the threads. So if you get your power tools and you do these up here with your power tools and you strip that thread out, then they won't cover that on the warranty. And it's fair enough as well, really. Right, that's in. That is very tight. But, no, it's in. I was just doing it at a bit of a crappy angle. Get this in there. That's in. Put a little securing nut back in, screw. I must say they look very well made. I mean, I've had RPM stuff before, my Savages, and I've never broken anything RPM. So I'm surprised that people are breaking these. But we'll see when we give it a bash to see how strong they really are. I mean, the standard lower arms are actually quite tough. I've only broken a couple. And that was like by hitting stuff and just being silly with it, really. But the standard arms have really taken a hammering. So I really can't fault, these ones here. But I've broken a few of the top arms. Right, we're in. Right, that one's on. So now we'll go on and do the top arm. That should be just as straightforward. So screw there. Screw up here. This one you pop the pin out from the back. And on this upper one here, you just got to get a pair of pliers or something on there. Pull that out of there. Right, A-arm out. This bigger piece here, by the looks of it, goes on the outside. If you look here, right, that side here is wider than that side there. So this side goes on the outside and a narrower, thinner bit on the inside there. Right, so we should get our pins back in. That went in easy. And our top pin. Oh, that went in really nice. Boo boo. Boo boo. Right, on this top arm, you've got to take this screw out the back here. out the old arm. Don't forget to take that one out. And that one's got to go on here, otherwise the pin will just fall straight through. Right, try again. Right, so pin in. Get this cover back on. Little retainer, pin retainer clip, thingy-majig. And some more parts that we don't need anymore. That fits, that went on perfect. Lovely fit, perfect fit. It looks very, very neat and professional looking. I'm liking it. I can't wait to try it out. You might have noticed this little thingy here. What that is the inside race of a bearing. I think it's the bearing. I can't remember where I got it from. I might do a video of that at some point, but I think that's the bearing that goes in this side of the wheel hub. The inner race. I've ground the outside race off and put that on because I've snapped a few of these drive cups before. So I've glued this on with super glue, CA glue. And since I've put that on there, I've not broken the cup. But it's difficult getting your shaft in. Your shaft, the pins here are slightly a little bit longer than what this outer race here is. So I'll do another video about that, and I've got to modify that a little bit and test it a bit more. When I'm happy that it works nicely, I'll do a video about that as well. So we can get this wheel back on. Where's the wheel nut gone? It's all part of the hobby, guys, working on these things. I get a lot of people asking me to fix their cars, but if this is a sort of hobby where you've got to learn how to fix the stuff yourself, it's all part of the fun. If you don't want to fix the stuff, then maybe you've got to find a different hobby. Right, so this side again. I'll try and go through it a little bit faster this time, because I've done it now, so I know how to do it, I hope. All of these out easier. If you're struggling to get these lined up, sometimes it's hard to get that in. If you get a smaller, something that's a bit smaller than what the thing is, you can get that in, give it a wiggle round like that, and that should line it up a little bit better. That went straight in, much easier. Right, my job done. All the arms on. So these, I'm not going to put these back arms on yet. I'm going to see how it goes, how strong these rear knuckles are first. Hub carrier things. Because normally if you landed a bad jump, it was usually this part that went. And then sometimes these as well. So I want to see how much stronger these are first without the RPM arms. And then I'm going to try it with these on there as well. So hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Tomorrow, if the weather's good, we'll take it out and test it out, see what it goes like, and we'll see if there's anywhere that we can bash it hard and really put it through its paces and test it out.
Knowledge in the park.
That's the end of that.